Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome to the Season 2 first episode of Who'd Win and Why. Yes, I am on vacation still. I am in Virginia. I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia, so that's really, really cool. I believe that I'm going to film two Who'd Win and Whys over my vacation, being this one and the next one, which is Predator versus Kraven the Hunter, so I'm hoping to get that done. You can look out for that. But anyway, before I start into this episode, Thor versus Green Lantern, I want to say one thing, and that thing is I'm thanking a specific subscriber whose name is Lewis Pegg. Lucas Green asked me to thank him, so Lewis, I just want to say thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I know that I think you and a friend have like almost are like betting money on one specific fight, which is Rhino versus Dragon Man, both of which are from Marvel. I will get to that fight. I am just going to say right now, I am going to get to that fight, but that will be a Season 3 fight, obviously, because I already have all of my Season 2 spots filled up, but I will be sure to get to that fight in Season 3. I know that that fight means a lot to you, and I am going to get to that. So yeah, just look out for that. I don't know when in Season 3 it'll come out, like what the specific ordering of it will be, but you know what? Just look out for that. You can make sure to see in the future. Anyway, so now we have, for this episode, the Season 2 premiere, we have Thor, the God of Thunder, the Asgardian from Marvel, going up against Green Lantern, basically the Green Guardian policeman, the space policeman from the Green Lantern Corps from DC. Now, some people might be thinking, well, why are you doing this fight? Because there might be better matchups for both of these characters. And you know what? There very well might be, but both of these characters are almost from their own sort of groups or civilizations. Thor is with the Asgardians, and Green Lantern is with the Green Lantern Corps. You know, they both have their own groups or whatever, both in space. Both of them have been considered aliens. Well, I know that Green Lantern isn't really an alien, he's a human, but, you know, Green Lanterns are generally aliens, and you know, Thor is, like, he's an Asgardian, which are, like, gods, which have been considered aliens before, actually. And, you know, this fight actually has been done sometimes before, but not that much, I don't think. So, that means I don't really, it's pretty much all my opinion. I don't really have any, internet, like, fights that has been done before. I can't really go off of that stuff, so this is pretty much just all my own opinion. Obviously, I am using facts, but what my opinion is not fact, it's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, you're entitled to yours. Just wanted to get that out of the way first. So, who'd win and why? Let's find out. So first I'm going to go into Thor, because Thor is a bit more complicated with his powers than Green Lantern is, because Green Lantern is pretty straightforward. Anyway, so let's get into it. So Thor. Thor has his hammer Mjolnir, which basically shoots out godly blasts, you know. What else does it do? It also has it's something like that he uses as a weapon, obviously, for like a melee weapon. He can also throw the hammer and call it back whenever he wants. It almost acts as if it's alive. If it was any heavier than it was, it'd be too heavy to wield, because it was forged by a core of a dying star, which basically like killed off the dinosaurs and stuff like that. And if you get hit by the hammer, it's gonna hurt. We've seen from Thor versus Raiden. We already know that. What else? So yeah, that's basically the basics of Mjolnir. Thor himself is very, very strong. He can lift up to 1,000,000 tons. He can go at supersonic speeds. I believe one of his like best feats is going at like Mach 32 or something. So that's really rather fast. What else has Thor done? He also has his stamina and his durability is godly. He has been said to be immortal sometimes, but then he's also been saying, I think I've also heard that he can die still. For the sake of this fight, I'm going to say he can die, because if he can't, then that's not really a fair fight, and I have heard both, that he is immortal and he can die, so I'm just going to go with it saying that Thor can die. What else? But his stamina and his durability is very high. You know, like he can keep going for really long periods of time. His stamina has is really rather high, and his durability and all that stuff. You know, his tolerance to pain is also really high. He's also resistant, I believe, to like poisons and burns and stuff like that. You know, as we've seen from the Death Battle, he has resistance to a lot of things. He has his belt of strength, which doubles his already insane strength. He has what else? He's also, I believe, a master tactician. He might not be that smart, but he actually can he can strategize fairly well. He also has been able to match Captain America in I think he's like boxed him to a standstill. And I know that doesn't seem like that much when you're comparing like a god to Captain America, but you know, like in a boxing thing, you know, that's actually pretty impressive. What else has Thor done? You know, he's an Asgardian. He's been taking on many different powerful people. He's been able to take on Red Hulk, Hulk, Galactus even too, you know, and he survived all of this. So that's really impressive. And you know, like all these like Asgardian monsters like frost giants, all that stuff. You know, he's a Superman-like character in the sense that he has really high levels of strength, speed, durability. But he obviously has his hammer, which you've seen like it almost like a boomerang type thing, kind of like Cap's shield, how it will always come back because he can call it back. And it's very, very powerful if you get hit with it. You know, it fires blasts. You know, that's obviously not what Superman has, but you know what I mean. So that's mostly the stuff that I think I need to go in for Thor, the main points. So let's go into Green Lantern. Green Lantern is very, very straightforward. He has his Green Lantern ring, which is basically powered by his will. So what happens is that if he basically it's only limited to his will and his imagination of what the ring can really do, or what it can create, I guess I should say. It can create pretty much anything he wants. He could, I guess technically if he really wanted to, create a Mjolnir, but I don't believe that he can only really create the structure. He can't create the power properties, if you know what I mean. I don't think he'll be able to create the blasts, like the blast that Mjolnir has, unless they're like green blasts, but you know, like that's just general green blast, you know. I don't think he can really like copy what the hammer is capable of. He can just really copy what it looks like, if you know what I mean. And it'll just be like maybe a powerful hammer, but just like generally just like it'll be lower. It'll be like more of a standard hammer. But yeah, pretty much he can create a ton of structures. Again, it's only limited to his imagination and his willpower, and that's not too many limits of what you can create. So, and also Green Lantern, he can fly. Thor can fly too, with his hammer. A lot of the stuff he has is with his hammer, actually, like being able to fly, you know, stuff like that, and firing stuff. But Green Lantern with the ring, he can fly, he can breathe in space just like Thor, he can create constructs, you know, everything like that. And I really don't think I need to explain this, but I'm just going to explain that Green Lantern is not going to be able to pick up the hammer because it just, you know, he's not worthy enough. And people, like godly people, have tried to pick it up and they have failed. You know, Red Hulk was able to pick it up, but only when Thor was still holding on to it. That's a technicality. You know, it doesn't really count. So, you know, and even with the ring, you know, it's not going to happen because it's based on who and what is worthy. If it's not worthy, it can't be picked up, you know. It's not based on, like, something that can, like, warp reality or anything. It's, like, because, first of all, Green Lantern's ring can't really do that. And second of all, it's what Odin considers as worthy. And really, like, people like Superman, and Captain America have been considered worthy sometimes. But, you know, generally it's just Thor. And, you know, they, like, on the hammer it even says, like, wields the power of Thor or whatever. So, yeah, Green Lantern's not going to be able to pick up the hammer. If he did, that'd be cool. You know, that would increase what he could do, because he has the hammer and the ring. But no, he's not going to be able to pick it up. Although he can pretty much copy a lot of stuff. He can, like, copy the hammer, but he can't copy, like, what the hammer can actually do, if you know what I mean. Same with the belt. You know, I don't know what creating a belt that does nothing would really do. But, you know, he can create things like machine guns, swords, you know, pretty much anything that he really wants to, anything that he can think of, as long as it will help him in the fight. Without the ring, though, his levels of, like, strength and speed, you know, it's pretty much just the same as a regular human. And as far as I'm concerned, unless he, like, creates almost like, some sort of, like, green thing surrounding his hand or something that increases his strength levels are pretty much the same. Same with his durability. You know, he can make, like, protective shields with his ring, but generally, if he gets caught off guard, he is still, you know, he's still, like, human-level durability, I believe. So if he gets caught off guard, that could be pretty bad, you know. Although he is very fast, I'm not exactly sure how fast, but both Thor and Green Lantern are really rather fast. So I've pretty much gone over the basics of each of the characters. Now, who do I think would win? Some of you may think that this isn't that much of a close fight. I actually think it is. I think it is a close fight, because when you really think about it, yes, Thor is better in strength, probably speed, and definitely durability. Definitely strength and durability. Green Lantern is definitely better. However, no, sorry, Thor is definitely better. But Green Lantern can create shields. He can pretty much create really anything he wants as long as he can think about it. And he can probably, I'm not sure if he can navigate better in space or whatever. Probably not, they're probably around the same. But still, Green Lantern also has had a lot of experience fighting people like him. He's fought people with like different rings and stuff like that. He's fought powerful people. Both Thor and Green Lantern have fought powerful people. However, I do think one person would win, probably more than the other person would win. Like it's not like if they were to fight like 10 times, each of them would win like 5 times or whatever. I think there is a winner that I can theorize that would win most of the time, and that winner is Thor. Now I think Thor would win because if Thor can get Green Lantern off guard, he can like rip him to shreds. Like if he gets a good hit in with his hammer, Green Lantern isn't going to be able to survive that unless he creates some sort of shield. And honestly, like, yes, like, Green Lantern may be able to, like, trap Thor or whatever in, like a construct cage or whatever, but at one point he's gonna have to let him out because he's gonna have to, like, kill him, Like, this is a battle to the death, and this is, again, without writer influence, if you didn't know. He still has to be able to kill him. And honestly, I think Thor is more up to the job of actually killing someone. Because, yes, Green Lantern can create machine guns, but unless he makes it like super powered or something that can like kill gods or whatever, which I really don't think he has the ability to do, because again, it can't really like create like mystical properties or whatever, as far as I'm concerned. Thor's going to be able to survive most of what he can do, and we've seen that Superman has been able to actually break Green Lantern's shields. And yes, while Superman is far stronger than Thor is, again, we don't know how far charged up Superman was, because remember, Superman doesn't automatically have like the power to lift like however many quintillion tons or whatever. It's when he charges up that he gets that amount. So I'm not sure if Thor would be able to break his shield. Maybe Mjolnir would be able to, I don't know. But assuming that he can't, I still think that combined with Thor's stamina and with his speed, if he can like get a hold of Green Lantern, I think that really all it takes is one good hammer swing and Green Lantern's dead. Again, it would take a long time, but without any of the ring's protection, Green Lantern just has the durability of a normal guy. When Thor has like the durability that he has all the time, and he has the speed to probably at least match Green Lantern's. In my opinion, I feel he would be able to do that. And he has the strength of the job. Again, Green Lantern really, he has a ring which is very, very versatile, and I'm not saying that this is not a close fight at all, because it is a close fight. I just personally feel that Green Lantern might not be able to kill Thor, because remember, this is when they're fighting each other for the first time. He might not know how durable Thor is. He might not know what he definitely won't know what Thor is capable of. Like, I'm not sure if he actually has the means to actually deal with Thor's durability and his stamina, when Thor clearly has the ability to catch Green Lantern off guard and kill him with either his strength or his hammer. And again, he can call his hammer and he can throw his hammer whenever he wants. I personally feel that Thor, and also Thor has his Warrior's Madness or whatever, which probably would make him like not as smart or whatever, but still, it just means that he's more feral, he's more wanting to fight, and with enough force, he might even be able to break his shields, Green Lantern's shields. I just find it very unlikely that Thor wouldn't be able to find a way to get past Green Lantern's shields and basically everything else that Green Lantern can do. I think that he'd be more than capable of surviving them, and probably more than capable of finding a way to catch Green Lantern off guard and beat him. But that's just my opinion. I'm not sure how good of reasoning I really have for this fight, but if you guys think any different, or if you actually agree with me, leave it in the comments below. Tell me why. Tell me if there's anything important that I missed about Green Lantern or Thor. Maybe this actually is a stomp in Thor's favor. Maybe it's actually a stomp in Green Lantern's favor. I don't know everything about these characters, so please tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of this video, what you think I should have said that I missed. and everything like that. If you did like this video, though, please give it a like. Comment down below what you thought of it. You know, give me suggestions for later episodes, though I will probably make them in Season 3 or something like that, because, again, I already have Season 2 completely filled out. And subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. That would really help me out, and you get to stay up to date with all of my Who'd Win and Whys. And hopefully, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to do the next Who'd Win and Why on this vacation as well. Not sure when I'm going to get to it, but next time on Who'd Win and Why, it's going to be Predator versus Kraven the Hunter. Stay tuned. See you later, and have a good night.